Surnames, they're a touchy topic. They give away too much. Your surname reveals your nationality, your surname reveals your religion. If you are in India, then your surname also reveals your caste. In Germany, a surname reveals the child's gender. The world over, surnames reveal the house a child belongs to. A child almost always takes her father's surname. When she marries, she is expected to take her husband's. Many women have challenged this norm, but when it comes to the birth of a child, most women have let the law impose the father's surname by default, no questions asked. And in most cases, no options to pass on their identity to their children. Of course, there are exceptions, like in Mexico, where children have both the father's and the mother's surname. But like I said, it's an exception. The norm is that a woman and her child have different surnames in most cases. A court in Italy has stepped in to bridge this gap. The court observed that surnames constitute a quote-unquote fundamental element of personal identity. So going forward, children in Italy will take both parents' surnames. Parents could also choose either surname, that is, either the mother's or the father's. But the law will henceforth ensure that parents have the right to exercise this choice, something that countries worldwide could take note of, should take note of. They must give parents, especially mothers, the legal ground to fight for the child's identity. Well, one such case was in front of the Italian court we're talking about. A couple wanted their newborn to carry the mother's last name, but the law in Italy would not allow that. It said the child could have either just the father's surname or both the parents', but not the mother's alone. The parents moved the Italian Constitutional Court, and the court ruled that automatically assigning a child the surnames of a father is constitutionally illegitimate. In other words, you cannot enforce the father's surname. It should be a choice, not a compulsion. I understand that a child's surname is nobody's business. It's a choice that parents alone should be allowed to make. But what happens when a mother's choice in regard to a child's surname is outlawed? Most countries go the Italy way, by which I mean there is no provision for a child to carry just the mother's surname. It's not allowed. On top of that, there are enough and more hurdles that make it difficult for a child to claim life insurance or inheritance if surnames do not match with that of the father. Basically, our systems are stitched around the outdated model of patriarchy, leaving parents with no legal room to really exercise a choice in regard to their child's surname. Rome is starting what looks like a revolution. Italy's legislature will soon be passing a law to implement the court's ruling. It will make it possible for families to deviate from this age-old norm. Italy will make it possible for mothers to fight for their dignity and identity. This is Elena Bonetti. She is the Italian Minister for Family and Equal Opportunities. They have a ministry for that, equal opportunities. She says the ruling is a quote-unquote fundamental step in achieving human rights. Well, where does India stand in this story? Here's something most of you may know. A landmark observation on similar lines has come from an Indian court too. In August 2021, the Delhi High Court said that a child in India has the right to use her mother's surname. A minor girl's father had moved the court. He was unhappy that the child's official documents had the mother's surname. The father wanted his last name reflected instead. The court observed, and I'm quoting, the father does not own the daughter to dictate that she should use only his surname. If the minor daughter is happy with her surname, what is your problem? Well, these are Justice Rekha Palli's words. She went on to add that the child's birth certificate should have both surnames, the mother's and the father's. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.